Hello, welcome to lesson 4 of this training. I'm very happy to meet you once again. Now, in the previous lesson, we've talked about the size of your page, the orientation, measurement, and all that. We will go much in depth. But for now, I want us to look at movement of the bars that we have. What I mean is the stair-to bar, the standard bar, and the position of the interface. So if you like, you can make some kind of changes to it. So let's just watch this, because I have one of the questions that almost all these students and friends always ask me about, and I'm going to show you how you can solve that problem. But let's dive in. Now, looking at the screen, we have our menu bar, our standard bar, property bar, toolbar, right? Now, maybe if you don't want the location the way it is being positioned by default, now you can come up here where you see like this stripe, hold it, and you can change the position. Now, as it is now, if I come around this area, once I let go, now you see we don't have the tools bar on this side. Now we have it up here. So, and we can change the position of this one too. You know, click and drag. Don't leave it until when you reach the desired position. You will see this black like a border. So once I let go now you see that I have my property bar in a different location. And also some of these icons here, you can even click and come down. You can drag one of them, change the location, and you keep it to where you want to keep it, but you have to do it carefully, because sometimes, as you can see now, so I have one here and I have another one here. So now the combination of all these things are what are here. Now, mind you, whenever you see a little black triangle underneath, it means there's other tools that are hidden within that box. So as you can see now, if I click here, you see that we have two guys here. If I click here, we have two other guys here. But sometimes, just like I said, is one of the problems that a lot of students normally ask me about, and that is one of the secret hidden tips that many people don't really know. Now, how do I mean? By changing this the bars from one position to another, sometimes they get missing. Now, what I will do now is I will now close the application, then launch it again, and you will see what will happen. Now, we've arranged it this way, right? So what about if I want it back to default setting? Because sometimes you touch something and you say, well, I don't see my property bar again. I don't see, my tools bar again. So let me just close the application, then come back, and you will see the magic behind it. So I will now come here and close. Now this is my desktop, right? Then I'll come back to Coreldraw again, then double click. That means I'm launching it back again. Now, once I say new graphics as usual, I still find it there. And I want to bring back my missing bars, property bar, to the right position, or let me say to the default setting. So now what will you do is you just close it, right? Now on your desktop, what I mean is on your keyboard, the keyboard on your laptop, whether desktop, there's this button F8, as you can see on the screen. So all you have to do is place your finger on F8, then come to the icon and double click. Now let's do it practical as we let go the picture of this keyboard. Alright, are we ready? Now, since you've seen it, this is what we do. Now I am placing my finger on the button F8 now. Then I will take my mouse, then double click. Now I will receive a notification from Coreldraw. It says, are you sure you want to override the current workspace with the factory default? then I'll say yes. So now just watch out the magic. Now when I say new, then everything is now back to the original form. So with this tip, anytime your software, anytime your application, I'm talking about Coreldraw, not any other application, you can bring it back to default setting by doing so. So thank you very much. Let's dive in to the next lesson where we'll talk about the page setup much in depth. Thank you very much for your time. I'm grateful.